Coverage you can count on. This is WNAM TV5 News at 6.
The number of confirmed cases of the coronavirus in Michigan has risen to 50,504 as of this afternoon. That's including 55 new deaths. The state reporting 28,234 recoveries. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jamie Sherrod. State officials say the rate of growth is continuing to slow, while testing rates continue to rise. Locally, Genesee County increased to 1,845 confirmed cases and 230 deaths. In Saginaw County, more than 700 are sickened with COVID-19. And Bay, Lapeer, Shiawassee, and Tuscola counties all saw increases in the number of cases. Tonight, we're learning more about a Detroit man arrested for a post threatening to kill the governor and attorney general over stay-at-home orders. The 32-year-old was charged with a crime that could put him behind bars for 2 decades. Rudy Harper reports on why the DA's office says the threats were credible.
While passionate protesters converged in Lansing, lawmakers shut down the Capitol. We now know 2 weeks ago, Robert Sinclair Tesh, a 32-year-old Detroiter, was charged with threat of terrorism, which carries a 20-year sentence. Prosecutors say he made threats to kill the governor and attorney general.
That's unbelievable.
Katie Trombley says she went to high school with Tesh, and she says he reached out to her on social media just a few months ago. The conversation was brief but detailed.
He had talked to me about his daughter and how much he loved her.
From what appears to be Tesh's Facebook profile, he makes several posts that drew the attention of authorities, including a song by a controversial German rock band, and he tags Governor Whitmer, the Attorney General, and Detroit Mayor Mike Duggan, along with the hashtag I see dead people.
If he didn't think it was serious before, I'm hoping he thinks it's serious now.
He was saying far out things.
Larry L. says he heard about Tesh's online posts. He hired Tesh in 2018 as his marketing director for his company, Downtown Realty, but fired him shortly after because he didn't show up for work.
There was no concerns like this back then, but he more recently had, from what I've heard, kind of like a mental breakdown.
Well, a Mid-Michigan sheriff says he applauds Governor Whitmer for her executive orders aimed at stopping the spread of the coronavirus. Genesee County Sheriff Chris Swanson says he doesn't plan to jail or charge anyone who defies the state's stay-at-home orders.
We continue to do what we do. Put public safety, health and wellness on the top priority. And we don't need to do those things as long as you do your part and I do my part.
Sheriff Swanson says for over a month, there has been no new cases among county employees. While developing tonight, police are investigating a dispute at a Mid-Michigan party store, leaving a man injured from a bullet ricochet. Flint police say a security guard at Carpenter Road Liquor fired the gun yesterday at the ground after an altercation. The investigation revealed a customer confronted the guard about limited access to the store. Police say the man then struck the security guard multiple times, in which he drew his weapon. The guard fired one shot at the ground. Investigators say the bullet ricocheted, striking the victim's ankle. He was transported to a local hospital and is said to be in good condition. Kroger announces $130 million of thank you pay for associates on the front lines. The company says this special bonus is given to hourly grocery, manufacturing, pharmacy, and call center workers to acknowledge their dedication to maintaining clean and stocked shelves. The one-time thank you pay is $400 for qualified full-time associates and $200 for qualified part-time workers. The bonus will be paid out in 2 installments on May 30th and June 18th. Well, more local news as boxes of essential goods are handed to a Mid-Michigan community. Residents in Shiawassee County lined the streets outside of the First Methodist Church in Owasso for a free food distribution. Produce, frozen foods, and other nutritious treats were handed out. The church collaborating with the Greater Lansing Food Bank to supply the donations.
Last time we served about 260 families. So far today we've done about 200.
The church plans to hold a food distribution once every month. Well, the battle against the coronavirus here in mid-Michigan continues after a local rescue mission sees its first cases of COVID-19. TV5's Ashlyn Hill reports on the sanitation service that volunteered to disinfect the building to prevent further spread of the virus.
To have someone offer their services to us, we are just so grateful for it.
Marcia Reeves is with the Bay City Good Samaritan Rescue Mission. She tells me their facility has just received their first positive case of COVID-19. She says safety is at the forefront. So when 911 Restoration volunteered their services to sanitize the building, she was elated.
We're real grateful for 911 Restoration to come in, especially at a time like this.
Being a restoration services company, we're kind of at the forefront in as far as experience and training to handle disaster.
Kevin Carwatt is a sales manager at 911 Restoration. He says the company donated their disinfectant services because they know how important the rescue mission is to Bay County.
We thought it'd be a great idea to give back to the community. We know that the rescue mission is kind of like a heartbeat of the city and for less fortunate people. And we know that they don't have the budget to finance this service. So we decided to come out and donate our services and just to help out the community and show them that we care.
Carwatt says this type of service usually costs between $8,000 and $9,000, but he knows how important it is for the mission. As for Reeves, she tells me she's thankful for the support and hopes to continue keeping guests and staff healthy.
Our guests at Good Samaritan Rescue Mission and our staff feel very comfortable with knowing that the precautions are being taken so that we don't have a spread of the COVID-19.
Ashlyn Hill, WNEM TV5.
Well, cloudy skies and warm temperatures continue tonight as we take a live look over mid-Michigan. Calm conditions will continue overnight. Meteorologist John Gross is tracking our forecast tonight. He joins us from home. Hi, John.
Good evening, Jamie. Good evening, everybody. Yeah, temperatures pretty mild out there for this evening. We got a good mix of the 50s and the 60s out there. Here's a look at the current numbers. We got 64 in Mount Pleasant, 49 cooler to the water in Bay City, 65 in Carroll. Managed to get to 70 degrees in Carroll, 48 degrees currently in Port Hope. SkyTracker says it all. We're dry for today in mid-Michigan, but we've got another system moving on in from the Great Plains and from the south. More moisture and cloud cover definitely moving our way into the day tomorrow. Won't be lasting into the day on Monday. Because of that, the National Weather Service does have a flood watch for all of mid-Michigan starting at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, lasting throughout Monday. We'll talk about how much rain we're expected to see coming up here in your full forecast.
Thank you, John. Well, the weekend reopened as dozens of states ease restrictions. Still ahead, beaches preparing plans for Memorial Day as experts warn of a grave new projection.
When there's a need, Mid-Michigan responds.
We had cars lined up to the highway.
WNEM was proud to partner with the Saginaw Community Foundation and so many other area businesses to bring 30,000 face coverings here. We're all part of this community, and we're all here to keep each other safe.
To provide face covers or masks for as many people that we possibly could.
And step by step, we'll all make it to bright.